Okay. I'm not sure if this is still recording. It looks like it, but I just tried this and it wasn't recording, so looks like we're good. So I haven't looked at any of your guys' questions at all so far, so I don't know how this is going to go. This is just my live reaction. Basically, that's it. So yeah, let's start this off. What's the best thing you ever achieved? I mean, that's kind of opinionated as to what you think would be the best thing you achieved. To be honest, I don't really know. I'm just gonna say making it to state and track would probably be my best achievement. I don't know. That's a hard one. How to increase your channel views? Just keep uploading, I guess. That's all I really have to say. That's kind of how I grew. I just kept uploading, and the subscribers came with the uploads, so it's kind of what I did. Which tower is in desperate need of a nerf/buff? Well, I think they should nerf the super vax so you cannot have just 6 super vax all next to each other and infinitely stall for the rest of the game and never lose. So I think they should get rid of, I honestly think they should just get rid of it. Or it should just not be able to suck up Moab class balloons like in BTD5. I think that'd be really awesome because then it changed a lot of people's chippers style, and I think they should do that. But yeah. What towers need to be nerfed? Glue gunner and ice, and maybe even mortar still. Even though it can stall, it's not that great at all. Would you ever do strategy guides such as the best strat for each map? It's a possibility. I don't know quite for sure if I would do that though, because I don't know. I mean, my strats are kind of shown in my gameplay, I guess. So I don't know if I would really necessarily need to, but I might. What made you join Mobile King of the Hill? Well, I actually joined in Battle of the Mobile, which transformed into Mobile King of the Hill. So what made me join is I was pretty good at the game, and I think Ace of Eternal is the one who kind of got me into it. But yeah, I wanted to play competitive since I was pretty good at the game, so I just decided to do that. Do cross country? Yes. Can you show us your strategy, why you're so freaking good? I guess that's kind of just in my videos. You can just watch the videos. There you go. You are on Android, right? And will you do a video about playing games with subscribers? I'm actually on iOS, and I may do that in the future. Probably after the next update, when Facebook inviting is all fixed and stuff, then I can set that all up. But I'm going to wait for now before I do that. Can I have a shout out? Shout out to Flo Clay. Are you Asian? I'm actually half Filipino, so that's kind of Pacific Islander, and I guess that pertains to Asian, but yeah. So yeah, I'll say yes. Why did you want to do YouTube, and who inspired you? I kind of just wanted to do it just cause, and I don't know. It's kind of cool, and I think it's pretty fun, and it doesn't take up too much time, and it's cool to spread out about your stuff. So yeah. Why don't you like Golden Bloon? Next question. Would you rather quit battles forever or close this channel? Probably just close this channel because I'd rather close this channel because the only thing I upload is battles, and if I stop playing battles, I couldn't upload to my YouTube, and I'd have to change content, and I don't know if I really want to go through that. But yeah, how old are you? I am 16. How do you improve your micro? Just keep playing the game. That's really how I improve my micro. Just keep playing it, and maybe try the micro challenge. Guess that's a possibility. And what editor do you use? I use Movie Maker on Windows. So before I used to edit all my videos on my phone, but I was having some issues with that, so I decided to switch over and upload from my computer. It's actually much more easier for me as well. And I may do a collab video in the future answering Munib, I think I say Munib, his question. I'll probably eventually do one, either with Candyson, Westside Gaming, Ace of Eternal, maybe Bruno and Locky. There's a lot of people I could do it with, and that's definitely a possibility. Okay, Phoenix Westrup. How tall are you? I'm actually 5'11", not too tall, but Guess it's kind of average. How long have you been playing battles for? Over a year. Don't know exactly how long, but it's been quite a while. And what's your favorite weapon in BO3? I'm not going to answer my PSN. My favorite weapon is the Vesper. When did you start battles? I already said that. When will you show your face? Not for a while. Alright, let's see what Candy Sun's question is. What are your goals for your channel? And where do you see yourself in a year or so? So, I don't really have a specific goal, but if I had to say by next January 1st, how many subs I want to be at, I would say 3,000. Actually, I'll go with 4,000. Gotta dream big, right? If anyone wants to watch my... I'm not going to answer that. Alright, Nebulous. He's got quite a bit of questions. I'll try to see what this is. And he's got a interesting profile pic. I'll say that. How did you start playing battles and end up getting into competitive? I got into competitive just because I like being... I'm a competitive person. I like playing against people with similar skill level. It's intense instead of just playing the same people in arena like every now and then. But yeah. Who's your favorite Mo King the Hill player? I'll say Lily O&P. How old are you? 16. What state and city do you live in? I'm not going to answer that. What is your mile run time? 4:49. Tits or ass? I say both. Could you do eventually? Let's see. When you first played Bloons, did you start as an assault mode or defensive mode? Assault mode. And Golden Bloon says, I blow on a defensive mode. No, I don't. Do you plan on becoming king again? I will eventually challenge king when I have more time to play. I don't know exactly when that'll be, but probably in the summer is when I'll start to get back into it if I'm still into this game, which I assume I will be, but it'll be a while before I start playing a lot of King of the Hill because school is pretty overwhelming at the moment. And yeah. Would you play me on if you lose, delete your channel? No. Is it me or did the video freeze? Yep, it did. Couldn't do anything about that besides re-upload, but you guys already had like 1,000 questions, so I didn't want to do that. If people look up to OV and say he's better than what do you think? Agreed. I don't know. They can think what they want. Club room giveaway? Probably not. What do you use to edit? Answer that. If you could add one more tower to the game, what would it be? The Monkey Farmer from BTD5, and most people know what that is, so yeah. Will you ever upload any other games? Possibly in the future. I want to. I just don't know what kind of games I want to do yet. I really want to upload some Call of Duty, but I don't know how I'd do that. Maybe, but it'd be to a separate channel because I don't want to put both those on this channel. How did you get into BTD battles? Through BTD5, I kind of just discovered upon it. And yeah, who's your favorite Moth player? Lily O&P. What's your favorite cereal niggy? Raisin Bran, dude. Good stuff. Who is the best Mo King the Hill player you played? I don't really think there's a specific player, but back then, a while back, it was Andro, and he's not back anymore, so yeah. Who's the nicest person from MCOTH you know? I would say Alex Garcia. How long have you been playing? Did that? Do you have a girlfriend? Sadly, no. Do you still use AirShao? Yes, that's what I'm using right now. You can see it right here. Here it is, AirShao. And yeah, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, would it be to Eminem? Nice. How often do you jerk off? Next question. How come you upload video, then unlisted it, then republish it? Because, who do you think is the best BTD MCOTH player as of right now? No idea. I honestly have no idea. Why the kids monkey game? I wouldn't consider this as a kids game, to be honest. I'd say it's all ages. I'm actually just gonna skip this. Nita or Jody? I'll say Jody for sure. Will you ever play with fans? Eventually. What college and major do you plan to do? I actually want to do something math related and maybe some science incorporated as well. Just because those are like my strongest subjects and I enjoy them. Why is Mortars used in normal BTD and never really used on mobile? Because it's much, much better. I'll say that. Who's your favorite YouTuber? I will say, I don't know. I don't really know. Nadeshot, but that's for COD. I don't know about my BTD uploader. But yeah. Can you reach around 80? I'm going to skip that one. Can you reach around 80 on indoor pools? Yes, if I could just get chipper stalls, but it's really boring, and I don't want to take the time to do that anymore. So, yeah. Do you consider yourself the best mobile player? And I do not. I would say there's a ton of people that are in that status right now. Like, they move up and down. There's not a specifically best player out there right now. And short question, what's your mic setup? I don't even use a mic, to be honest. I don't. I just speak into my phone. Let's see. If you could only use 3 towers forever, what would they be? Dart, farm, chipper. How long did it take you to win king the first time? Quite a long time. Actually, not too long, but I slowly moved my way up the rankings. I do remember that. I started down like at 30-some maybe, moved up, and eventually got there. Will you be my little Asian snuggle bunny? Faux show, babe. Are you pumped for track, and if so, is run fun? I am pumped for track, and run is fun. How long have you been doing YouTube? Just scroll down to my episode 1. That's when I started. Master of the Year, Super John Bombo. Who's your GF? Nobody. And shout out to Smurfblade, I guess. What's the best BTD rush? I mean, depends on the situation. Kind of answered this. When did I start playing Bloons? Middle school is when I started, and that was BTD 4. I was in like 6th grade. I don't know. Are you a boy or girl? A guy. A boy. What's with the fat in the thumbnail? Okay, I don't know what that means. Favorite fast food? I will say Jimmy John's. Great stuff. And do I have a dog? Yes. Does your birth giver know you have a YouTube, and what she think about it? I don't think she knows. She might, and just not say anything, but I don't think she'd care at all. How do you come up with your username? Yeah. All right, what time does it take you to run a kilometer/mile? What is your second most sport? I said I ran a 4:49 and for the mile. And my second most favorite sport is probably basketball for sure. And I play intramural for that. And then I do cross country and track as well. Stupidest rumor? I honestly can't think of any rumors I've heard about me, to be honest. How to make better content? Play better games. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. Who's your fave commentator? C-Money. How long does it take you to create and edit videos? Not long at all, actually. I try to speed through that editing process. I don't really take too much time. I'm not really that... I'm kind of careless about that, but yeah. What scares you most and why? So, I'm kind of scared of snakes, to be honest. But, I don't know. I'm not really scared of heights. I love cliff diving and cliff jumping. That's really fun. And I don't like snakes just because, I guess. What do you say to new Bloon tubers that want to grow? Just keep uploading. Allah Akbar. Congrats, Josh. Okay, there we go. I think that's all. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed this 1500 special, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll be sure to upload more videos in the future. So stay tuned for that. Peace. Yeah.